Hello! Excuse me. Hello and welcome to GPJ. I'm doing the last question on Star Trek Season 2 of The Next Generation, Episode 11, number 11, Contagion. I'm feeling so much better about this. It's good that I managed to get a season of an episode of Star Trek out before all of this happened. But here we go. Number 5, is that a stargate? Now, of course, this refers to the thing that I'll put that down because my notes are on the screen. This refers to the Iconian Gateway, which is a door-shaped opening. It just seems to have an energy field around the edge of it that you can just step through, and it's kind of like a gateway. They call it a gateway, and this is what it refers to. And no is all I can say. Stargates convert matter into energy at the event horizon, which is that ripply bit of water that you see on Stargate, and then they transmit the energy in a matter stream, the same energy, by the way, not like a transport at all, through a wormhole that connects to another Stargate. The Stargate on the other side gets the information and then reconstructs the thing using the same energy. That's what a Stargate is. The Iconian Gate's completely different, and in my opinion, better. Really a lot better. Like crazy better. It's annoying how better it is, because on Stargates you get killed, and it's a sad thing. It's like the whole transporter thing. You get killed if you get transported, teleported anywhere. It kills you, because it basically annihilates you, and then like converts you into energy, and then like the ship or whatever takes the energy and doesn't even reconstitute you with the same energy. Whereas these gateway things, the Iconian gateways, they are basically wormholes, and they're entirely one-sided. What they do is that they create a wormhole, and then the two ends of the wormhole get kind of pulled into the wormhole itself, so they actually make contact. In other words, they shrink the wormhole down to one point so that you can actually step through it easily. Or at least they take one side and then they shrink the rest of the wormhole down and put it into there. It's basically space folding. It's space warping at its most finest, because you don't need ships, you don't need warp drive. You basically turn this thing on and then you can walk through it. And it's one-sided only because I know that you can't see the wormhole open. You can't travel through it or anything from the other side. You can only see it from the Iconian Gateway terminal. Essentially, you can look through it and you can see everything that's happening on one side, but from the other side, there's nothing. There's no gateway to walk through the spot even, and it won't do anything. Same with Stargates, but they are just wormholes from 2 points. They're 2 rings that are interconnected through electromagnetic conductivity, because they're mega superconductors, and they use so much energy that basically they draw space-time around them to make a wormhole between them. And it is awesome. And if given the chance between an Iconian Gate and a Stargate, I'd have to pick a Stargate. And that's only because I like Stargate better than Star Trek. I'm sorry. But there it is. Iconian gates don't kill you, but stargates do, and they seem to go more places, and there's a lot more backstory to them. They have a hell of a lot more mythology to them, because we don't know much about the Iconians. It's sad, and they seem like interesting people, but there you go. Plus, you probably have to travel on a starship, and that in itself would be a painful, annoying experience, because they probably would want to transport you down to the surface of this thing wherever an Iconian gate is, and I don't want to do that because that will kill you anyway. So either way, you end up dead. So I mean, yeah. So that's the answer to that. The next episode, the next series of episodes is going to be most likely a Deep Space Nine thing. That's only because I've just finished watching the last episode of Star Trek Next Generation. I've had nobody tell me what to watch next, so I'm going to be doing that. So your questions on the first episode of Deep Space Nine, please. This is so big thing.